So yesterday we have seen about the hotel management example. Okay, I want you to practice this program over and over again so that you will get some insights about the methods that we have discussed so far. What was the application that we have discussed that we have been discussing on hotel management application. Right, today I will also help you with a very popular method. I mean, in Java 8 there is a concept called the reducing operation. Reducing operation. It is very important because you can convert all the major Java 7 programs to Java 8. Most of the programs will work on the basis of the reducing operation. So you must be wondering what is this reducing operation actually, right? So let me go back to the program which we have discussed yesterday. So if you observe one thing, if you do some observation, so we have understood about the filtering and size slicing. I mean, let me repeat this once again. So you have a disk class, okay? So the disk class is going to have many number of objects, right? On the basis of the name, calories, vegetarian or non-vegetarian, and you have the type, and you have the price. So this is how the database can be designed. Even though if you are placing an order in the Swiggy application or in the Zomato application, so you used to do a lot of filtering, right? You filter your filtering depends upon the price. Your filtering depends upon the which category. I mean, your filtering depends upon the there are many ways that we can do the filtering. So these options, the application developers, the developers has enabled so many options so that the customers would be very much comfortable to choose their food comfortably, isn't it? So the same, the same thing we are doing it here, but we are understanding it in a simple way, right? So yesterday we have understood. I mean, I have created several dish objects. So totally there are 8 dish objects. In real time, there could be around 50 or 60 dish objects, and instead of 5 properties there may be 10 properties, okay? But the concept wise you must get some parity, right? So I have created 8 dish objects, and I have added each and every dish objects in the array list, isn't it? So we have understood what is filtering and slicing. Just filtering means filtering the particular data, specific data, right? You use filter method, right? And you use distinct method to get the elements without any duplicates, right? Truncating means what? You go for the limit method. Limit method will ensure that the objects are limited to the specific number. So you pass a number in the argument, right? And there is a method called skip method. Skip method ensures that the specific number of objects are skipped, right? After that we have understood about the finding and matching. So we know what is any match, and we know what is all match, and we got to know what is none match. And after this we have understood about the method called find any method and find first method. So yesterday I was about to introduce something like the reducing concept, but I thought I should take some time because too much of burden, isn't it? Okay. So today you will understand about the reducing concept. Okay, the process of reducing in the Java 8. The process of reducing. So what does reducing mean? So if I want to put it in a simple way, for example, you might be coming across a program like if you want to find the sum of first 5 natural numbers, right? What I'm saying, you want to find the sum of first 5 natural numbers not by using Java 8, by using Java 7, right? So find the sum of first 5 natural numbers. Okay. Obviously everyone are very much fond of the for loop, isn't it? So you take the for loop and you initialize the value I as 1, and you the conditional check is going to be if the 1 is greater than or equal to 5, because you want to find the sum of the first 5 natural numbers, so it is limited to 5 here. Okay. And you will use this operator I plus plus, right? And you take a variable, right? Integer sum equal to 0. So this is a storage area which you will take so that the accumulated value is going to be stored in the sum variable. You know what I mean, right? So what you do here, you choose the sum variable and you do what? Sum equal to sum plus I, right? So as long as the for loop is active, the value of sum is going to get accumulated, right? So the I is 1, isn't it? So for the first iteration, sum is going to be 0 plus I is going to be 1. So 0 plus 1 is going to be 1, and this 1 is going to get accumulated. It's an accumulate value, and 1 is going to get stored in the temporary variable. I mean, a kind of temporary variable, a kind of temporary storage where you can store the accumulated value as long as the for loop is active, right? So for the second iteration, and again the value of sum is going to be 1 and the I is going to be 2. 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. And if the iteration keeps running, and if you print the sum variable as soon as the iteration is completed, as soon as iteration is terminated, we will get the value of the first 5 natural numbers, which is obviously is going to be 50. Right? So this is how you work with the Java 7. Till Java 7, this is what you do to find the sum of the first 5 sequential numbers, right? So if you want to perform the same operation, by using Java 8, I do not want to go with Java 7. So this Java 7, we have learned the basics in the Java 7. So since we are learning Java 8, please understand now how the program is going to be easy in Java 8. So this is the program in Java 7, right? Stay focused. This program is Java 7. In Java 8, we are going to use a method called the reduce method. So reduce method is going to perform a kind of reduction operation. This reduce method is going to accept 2 arguments. How many arguments it is going to accept? 2 arguments. One, the argument 1, argument 2, right? And again the first argument, okay, argument 1. So this argument 1 is going to talk about the initialization. Like let us go back to this example, okay? So in the to find the sum of first n natural numbers, you have initialized a garbage value 0, right? A kind of initialization, a garbage value 0 to the sum variable, right? Like that, this argument 1 is going to accept the initial value. What is it? Argument 1 will accept the what value? Initial value. So what about the argument 2, right? So Java people says the argument 2 is designed in such a way it is going to accept a kind of functional interface, which is called as what? The binary operator. Binary operator. Don't ask me what is a binary operator. We have discussed about the binary operator a lot in the previous sessions. Okay? The type parameter is going to be t. Okay? This t is the input type as well as the t is going to be the return type. Right? So what you can do with this binary operator, I can develop a lambda expression, and my lambda expression is going to be like, okay, I accept 2 numbers. Binary, by means 2, right? I accept 2 inputs, and after accepting these 2 inputs, I do the addition. Okay, in this case, if you see, in this case, this binary operator is going to do the same operation where the for loop is performing here. Okay, the binary operation does the same operation where the for loop is performing. So what do I mean? Okay, here for the reduce method, if you use the reduce method, and if you pass 2 arguments, first argument is 0, it is initial value. 0 is just like assigning the 0 to the variable sum in the Java 7 example, right? Comma, and you keep a binary operator here, a comma b, okay, lambda expression a plus b. Okay, this is how the method is going to look like to perform the summation, to perform the sequential summation, right? So let us convert this to a program, then you will understand. Okay, let us go back here, and what I want to do here, I want to take some numbers in the form of list. Okay, my list is going to have 5 numbers, or let me take some 4 numbers for the simplicity, right? Arrays dot as list. How many numbers I want to take? I want to take some four numbers, 4 comma 5 comma something like, let me take 3 comma and something like 9. Okay. I want to find the sum of all these numbers by using the reduce method, right? So how I can write, okay, convert the source, data source, this is a data source that we have got, convert this into stream first. After having it converted to stream, go to the reduce method. Okay, reduce method is going to accept two arguments which I have just specified now, right? The first argument is the initialization. Okay, I am going to initialize this 0, so that this 0 is going to be the accumulated value, right? It is going to act like an accumulated value. After this, I am going to pass a binary operator, which is going, binary means 2, so it is going to accept two arguments, right? And these two arguments are in the form of numbers, right? And after, yeah, a comma b, okay, a comma b. After doing this, I am going to use the for each loop. I mean, it is going to return the integer. Okay, it is going to return the integer. The return type of the reduce method is going to be integer. I am going to store the summation. So within one line, I am able to achieve what I want to achieve. Okay, so I have achieved the same thing by using Java 7, but it was a little bit clumsy, I can say. Java 8 makes the code very simple. Okay, you're going to get this output like 21. Why 21? If you add all this number, it is 21. How we are getting 21? We will understand that now, right? So what is happening behind the scenes? You are doing the same thing by using Java 8, by using the reduce method. Look at how the reduce method is designed here. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay. Now this list is the data source. You know this already. This list is the data source, and all the values are getting converted to strings, isn't it? How many values that we have? How many values we have placed? 4, 5, 3, 9. Yes or no? What are the values? 4, 5, 3, 9. Right? So it is going to get pipelined. 9, 3, 5, 4. This is how it is going to get pipelined. Okay, what is the first value in the stream? Okay, 4 is the first value in the stream. Right? So what it is going to do is, okay, the reduce method. Okay, the reduce method is going to accept each and every value. Okay, firstly, the a is going to be, okay, 0 is used as the first parameter of the lambda a. Okay, so you are passing 0, so this 0 will act as a. I mean, 0 will be act as a, and the 4 will be considered as b, and you are using the lambda expression using the arrow operator. 0 plus 4 is going to get added, right? 0 plus 4 is going to give what? 4 itself, right? And the 4 is going to be what? The newly accumulated value. Okay. Okay. Now instead of 0, this 0 will get replaced with 4. Try to focus here. 0 is going to get replaced with 4, right? Again, second iteration, second time. Okay, the accumulated value is going to be, right? It is going to be what? 4, right? Now again 4 is going to be the a argument, and the next number is 5. 5 is going to be the b argument of b, right? 5 is going to be argument of b. Then 4 plus 5 is going to get added together, and it is going to give what? It is going to give 9, right? Again 9 is the accumulated value, right? So 9 will be replaced by 4. I mean 4 will be replaced by 9. Okay. Again this 9 is going to be the value for a, and the next number 3 is going to be the value for b, right? 9 plus 3 is going to be how much? 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, isn't it? 12. Okay. And 12 is the latest accumulated value, right? And 12 is going to replace the 9, right? And again 12, what is the next number that is pending inside system? 9. Okay, so 12 plus 9 is going to act as a comma b. 12 plus 9 is going to give what? 21, isn't it? So 21 is going to be answer. right? This is how the reduce operation work. What is actually doing the reduce method is what is actually doing here. Reduce method is just reducing the stream of numbers, isn't it? That's why the operation is called as what? The reducing operation. Okay, nothing else. Reducing the complete stream into the single number, right? You're actually passing how many numbers, guys? You're actually passing four numbers. This four numbers is getting converted to the stream. The four numbers is getting reduced to a single number. That's why the operation is called as what? The reducing operation. How you can perform the reducing operation? By using the reduce method. Which one is easy? Okay, so compared to this one is very easy. Why this one is very easy? Because you are achieving this with only the single line of code. Not only this, if you want to do the product of all the numbers, okay, if you want to do the product of all the numbers, just you can change the symbol. Okay, let me copy and paste. Instead of summation, if you just want to do the product, okay, instead of giving the plus operator, you can give the multiplication operator and initialize the value to 1, right? You can find the summation of all the numbers and you can also find the product of all the numbers in a single line. Product, right? 540. Why 540? 4 into 5, 20, and 20 into 3 is going to be 60. 60 into 9, 540. Right? So you are achieving this in the one straight line, one single line. Right? So this is one of the reduce method. The reduce method that I am talking about is the reduce method which is accepting two arguments. It is accepting how many arguments? Two arguments. Argument A1 and argument the A2. A1 is talking about the initialization, right? A1 is initialization to value that needs to be initialized. Initialization. Okay, A2 is talking about what? A2 is all about the binary operator. Okay, there is another method. There is another kind of an overloaded variant of reduce method. Okay, one more reduce method is there. This reduce method is going to accept only one argument. One argument reduce method is there. One argument reduce. Okay, very simple. Don't worry about the two argument, one argument. So one argument reduce method is going to accept the binary operator as the argument. So it is just like this, guys. Let me go back to the pane screen. So this is two argument reduce method, and there is one more overloaded reduce method. Okay, overloading, you know what is overloading? Same method name but different in arguments. Okay, this overloading reduce method is going to accept only one argument, and this argument is the binary operator argument. What is the difference? Binary operator is going to accept. Okay, so the return type of this reduce method is always the integer type. Okay, and the return type of the overloaded reduce method, which I have just specified, okay, is going to be the optional. I will explain you what is optional in the future classes. It is just like if value is there, it is going to return or not, or else it is not going to return. So the null pointer exceptions will be handled successfully by the optional class. So this is going to be a 3-hour session. We will complete this after completing the stream APIs, right? So what is the other overloaded reduce method? Okay, I can use like this. Okay, integer sum equal to, okay, same thing I want to do it with the overloaded reduce method. Okay, it is the return type is optional, right? So list dot stream. Okay, so list is the actual source. I'm converting that to stream. I'm using the reduce method, and you see there are 3 overload reduce method. Okay, reduce method, and I am just using without initialization. I'm accepting I'm just utilizing the binary operator a plus b. Okay, but this is going to return the optional as a class. Okay, you cannot store it in the integer. If you want to use this, you have to use a class called the optional class, right? You cannot use the list. You cannot use the integer to store this because the return type is optional. optional of integer type is sum. Okay, this is how we saw. So look at the difference for this and for this. Okay, this reduce method is 2-argument reduce method. By looking at it, you can say, because the first argument is what? Let me comment this. Okay. Because the first argument is the initialized value, second argument is a binary operator, which is actually performing the summation, right? And if you look at this, this is only accepting the binary operator, not the initialization value. That's why the return type of this is integer, int. The return type of this reduce method is optional. Okay, if you try to print the variable reference variable of the optional, which is sum, you will get some answer like this. Let me comment all this. Okay, you will get answer like this. Optional 21. That optional is just like a box. It is going to. So sometimes what happens, see, look at the advantages of optional. If you are not having anything in the list, okay, in the list you don't have anything. This list is completely empty. And if you operate the summation operation for a list which is completely empty, it is not good, right? It will say empty. Going to say it is empty. It is clever enough to say just empty, because no values are there to be operated upon. Right? So for now, just try to understand the reduce method as there are two variants. One variant is going to accept 2 arguments and the return type is integer. The second variant is going to accept only 1 argument. The return type is optional. Okay. If you want to expand this, you can use this. Okay. If value present, sum dot if present, print the value. If the value is present, it is going to print. If not, it will avoid printing it. You will not get any null pointer exception. 21 is going to get printed. If present is one of the methods in the optional class, you can invoke this when the return type is optional. Okay, so I think you have understood something about the reduce method. I will introduce you like few more things which you can do on reduce method. See how many numbers you have: 4, 5, 3, 9. Let me take one more number which is 10, and let me add one more number 102. Okay, there are many numbers, but now my requirement is, okay, my requirement is, let me comment all this nonsense is not required now. Let me comment all this. Okay, this is not required. Okay, let me remove all this. I will give you the notes. Let me remove all this. It is not required. Okay. Now I want to find the maximum number and the minimum number in the data source. Okay, in order to do that, go for the reduce method itself. Go for what? Go for the reduce method, single variant reduce method. The reduce method that is going to accept reduce method that accepts one argument. Okay, very simple, guys. List dot convert the data source to stream dot. After this, use the single variant reduce method. The reduce method is accepting one argument, binary operator. Okay, pass two values, a comma b. A lambda expression, I'm writing it here, and you're going to do what? You're going to find the largest number in the given list. Okay, here I'm going to use an operator called ternary operator. Don't ask me what is a ternary operator. Ternary operator will accept will check for the condition first. Okay, it will check if a is greater than b, question mark. If a is greater than b, question mark. Okay, if it is satisfying, print a, else print b. Right? Since this is also going to return optional. Okay, reduce method is going to return optional class, right? So let me take store it in the optional object of integer type, right? Maximum, right? Let me print system.out.println maximum. So this is going to return the maximum number. 102 is the maximum number. Don't you think so? 102 is a maximum number. I want to find the minimum. Same thing I can do. Okay, use the reduce method. Okay, and let me change the variable name to minimum here, right? I will just change the relational operator to the symbol is going to be a is lesser than b, question mark. Okay, I want to print the minimum, right? And you will be able to find the maximum and find the minimum. Okay, what is actually happening behind the scenes? It is very simple. It's just like Java 7. Okay, so what is actually happening here is, let me take this example. Okay, this example. In the interview questions you might be getting, you will be given a set of numbers and they will ask you to find the minimum number and the maximum number by using Java 8. If that is the question, you should follow this approach. Okay, and you have the list here, guys. You have the list here. This list is the data source, and you are converting each and every element to the stream. Okay, since you are working with stream APIs, all the elements are going to get converted to the stream. Okay, here the reduce operation is coming into the picture. What it does, it will take the first two values. Okay, and this is the relational, ternary operator. Okay, let us do this. What are the values that we have? Let me copy this 4, 5 till 102, isn't it? Okay, these are the values. It will take 4, 5, right? 4, 5. 4, 5. A is going to be 4, B is going to be 5. If 4 is going to get compared with what? 5. Right? So 4 is greater than 5. Obviously it is not greater than 5, right? So since it is not greater than 5, it is going to return, it is going to call what? False. It is going to return false, right? If true means 4 will be returned, false means what? 6 will, 5 will be returned. 5 will be returned. Okay, and this 5 is the new value that it is returning, and this 5 is going to get operated upon the next element, which is what? 3. Okay, and again same comparison going to happen. Okay, so by doing the comparison over and over again internally, by performing the lot of iterations is going to happen, right? And it is going to extract the maximum number at last. So 102 will be returned, right? This is a ternary operator. Okay, Java 7, very simple thing, right? So since it is returning optional, and you can also expand this by using what? Max, by using the variable name followed by, if it is returning something, print that something in the form of lambda expression. You can do this if present. If the value is present, directly print the value 102. The same thing applies for the minimum also. Okay, if a value is present, okay, print the value itself. Okay, so what we have understood so far, we have understood about the reduce method, right? So reduce method has two variants. One variant is accepting 2 arguments, and the second variant is accepting 1 argument. Okay, 2 argument reduce method and 1 argument reduce method, right? So 2 argument reduce method is going to return the integer as it is going to return the integer. Okay, and 1 argument reduce method is going to return the optional. Right, optional is going to handle null pointer exception, which will be discussed tomorrow. By this we are able to understand how to do the sum, how to find the sum of n natural numbers, how to find the maximum number, how to find the minimum number, right? Things like this we are doing it here. How we can do it, how we can use these methods effectively for these dishes, right? So let us understand this. In order to understand this, I want to give my example. Okay, so let us say that I have visited a restaurant. Okay, I visited a restaurant. What Balaji did? Balaji visited a restaurant. Okay, I ordered some food. Right? What are the foods that I have ordered? Okay, I have ordered chicken biryani. I have ordered. So let me add that here. Chicken biryani. D1 is chicken biryani. Okay, and I have also ordered vegetable rice, which is D3. right? I have also added the juices, which is what, D8. Okay, D8. After eating, will the restaurant people will just leave me like that? Okay, I need to pay the bill, isn't it? I need to do what? I need to pay the bill. I want to calculate the expenses. Okay, D1 is what? D1 is chicken biryani. I mean, object of this D1 is D1 object, and D3 is the vegetable rice object, and D8 is what? D8 is the juices. After nicely eating, I want to drink some juices, so I have ordered 3 dishes. This is what I have ordered by Balaji. I want to calculate the expenses. How effectively I can calculate the expenses? By using this reduce method. Okay, let me take the data source ordered by Balaji. Dot convert this to what? Convert this to stream first, right? Then I want to calculate what? I want to calculate the total expenses. Yes or no? Okay. I want to filter. So this is an object. From this object, I want to filter the price. So this is what talking about the price, isn't it? So I will use I is going to be an object of dish, object of each stage. From the I am extracting the price. Map method is going to do the transformation. Okay, after doing this, I will be using the reduce method, and I am going to initialize the value to 0 first, followed by I will be using the binary operator, which is going to accept 2 arguments, and I am going to do the summation. Okay, this is going to return me an integer. Okay, your bill, Balaji, or else I can say that Balaji bill, right? So what is the bill of Balaji? To print that Balaji bill, right? If I run this, 715 rupees is my bill. Don't you think that I am able to extract only the price details from each and every object? Okay, so you want me to explain this briefly in the paint screen? Do you want me to explain this briefly on the paint screen? Yes, no? Will you want me to explain? Everyone? Yes, no? Okay, Ratna is saying yes. Okay, let me explain this the paint screen. What is actually happening behind the scenes? New. Okay. See? A very cute program. Okay. Okay. So I have ordered the dishes. Okay, my dishes names are what? D1, D2, 3, 3. How many dishes are there? D1, D1, D3, and D8. Okay, so what is the lambda expression that I have written to calculate the bill? Ordered by Balaji is nothing but the data. Isn't it? Ordered by Balaji is what? Ordered by Balaji, let me remove this. Ordered by Balaji is the source, right? Source, and I'm converting that towards stream. Okay, how the stream can be pipelined? D8, D3, and D1. D1 is going to be first. Okay, after this, what I am doing, I am using the map method, because I want to find only the bill, isn't it? You think so? I want to find what? I want to find the bill, right? So bill means I want to extract the price of each and every, extract the price from each and every dish object, right? First, what is the first dish object that I have? D1 is the first dish object, right? So this map method will ensure that, okay, this map method, the logic inside the map method is written. Okay, let me, the logic inside the map method is written in such a way that it will accept object, this object D1. If from this object, it is going to extract only the price. What is the price inside the D1, guys? D1, the price is what? 400 rupees. Isn't it? Okay, 400 will get extracted. Likewise, okay, and after this, okay, this 400 will go to the reduce method, right? 0 is initial value, so 0 plus 400 is going to be 400. 400 is the latest accumulated value. Agree? Okay, next one is what? D3. D3 will get inside the map method, and from the D3 object, the price needs to get extracted, isn't it? Okay, from D3 the price is what? 250, right? 250. Okay, we are extracting the price because we are dealing with the price, right? So this 250 will get accumulated, is going to be the will get accumulated with the, is going to get added with 400. Okay, after the addition, what is going to be 400 plus 250, 650, isn't it? Going to give 650. 650 is the latest accumulated value. Okay, what is the latest next object? A D8, right? So from the D8, extract only the price, right? What is the price for the D8? 65 rupees. Okay, less expensive. Okay, 650 plus 65. Okay, 715, I guess, isn't it? 750. Okay, this 715 will be stored inside the variable Balaji bill. Balaji is going to get the bill of what? 715 rupees. What is the answer that we got? You run this. 750. Are able to follow, Ratna? Is it okay? Now we are just putting this into the practice. Okay. Now likewise, you are, if you can eat whatever you want under you any percent, so the bill can be generated accordingly. So I want to find. Okay. So there are calories here, right? Okay, I want to find. I want to find the food with the maximum calories. Calories, because sometimes some people they don't eat the food which is high in calories. Right? They want to check which food is high in calories, and they want to avoid that. So what is the actual requirement? The requirement is, I want to find food which is high in calories, which is high in calories. Very simple. Use the reduce method once again, right? So take the dishes. From the dishes, you want to find what? You want to specifically find the food which is high in calories. Convert the dishes into the stream. Okay, after doing this, you need to do what? You need to use the reduce method. Okay, so reduce method is going to accept two arguments. I'm going to use the one argument reduce method, which is going to return the optional, right? So I will accept two dish object in the form of A comma B. What I want to do, I want to find the food which is high in calories, right? A dot calories. I'm extracting calories and I'm doing the comparison by using the relational operator. A dot calories is greater than B dot calories, a ternary operator. If this condition is satisfying, go with A, or else go with B, right? And if present, okay, let me okay, since the reduce method is going to return the one argument, one reduce method is going to return the optional. I want to store this in the optional class. Optional class is going to be written. Okay, high calorie food. High calories food equal to, right, system dot out dot println. I just want to print this high calories food. Okay, what is going to happen? The stream will pass all the dishes. Okay, there are how many dishes? 8 dishes. Okay, 8 dishes. It will just extract the it will just try to find the food which is highest in calories, and it is going to return that, right? Just like fetching the maximum number and the fetching minimum number from the list of numbers which we have discussed just now previously, right? And if you see here, this returning mutton fry is high in calories, 650 calories, right? Mutton fry 650 calories. So you are able to find the food high in calories. If you want to find the food that is low in calories, I can do the same thing. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, use the element low calorie food. Okay, low calorie food. I will just change the operator here, greater than. Okay, and I will use the system.out.println statement, low calories food. Okay. This is a low calories food. Juice is a low calorie food because 80 is the calorie. And you get all the data. You will get all the data. If you want, you can restrict the other data. It's up to you. If you want to restrict the other data, you can do that also, right? Or else you can go with this. Like for example, instead of printing like this, if you want to restrict the other data, okay, I just want to get the name. Okay, I calories food. Dot, I will use the if present method, which is going to accept a consumer. Okay, a lambda expression would be like this. I is going to be the dish object, right? Dish object, and you will get the name of the dish. Okay, now you will just get the name of the particular dish. In this case, mutton fry is in calories. If you want, you can do. If you want to display the data to the end user just by the food name, you can display like this. Or if you want to display the complete information, you can also display like this. It's how you are playing with the program. Okay, you need to understand each and every method, and you need to do a lot of practice so that you will get this kind of insights. Or able to, if you want, you can also perform things like the price of the food that is lowest in price. Sometimes we will be in a limited budget, right? You want to find the food that is not much expensive, that is very much affordable, right? If you want, you can do that also, right? It's up to you. Okay, you need to practice this program a lot. Okay, you just type and practice this program, you will get this. Let me put the tips. Do some practice, type and practice. Don't copy and paste it in the Eclipse editor. You type it by yourself so that you will get some clear picture. Okay, so that's all from my side for the